Presenting Jordan Poole, one of the best ball handlers in the NBA.
That is so slick.
Arey macha, that's not slick at all. That is a carry. I know, right? Don't you want to learn the secret of getting away with doing carries just like Jordan Poole? You can make your fakes twice as effective while having way more control over the ball, and you look so much cooler while you're doing it. It's the steroids that will take your handles to that NBA level. But before we dive into the magic of carrying, we must first know what exactly is a carry. The rule says if your hand goes over halfway under the basketball, it's a carry. See, this is fine. This is also fine. This is not fine.
And this is absolutely a carry.
Palming the ball or cuffing the ball, that's also a carry. Doing handoffs like this while you dribble, or dribbling with both hands, or catching the ball and dribbling again. Okay, the last two are technically not carries, they are double dribbles, but when it comes to getting away with illegal moves, double dribbles and carries are so similar that we can just put them together. Okay, now that we know what's a carry, what's a double dribble, how do we get away with it? See, there are 10 players on the court. Referees can't always see if your hand is over the ball, under the ball, if you're palming it, if you're cuffing it. So what do they look for and how do they make those crucial calls on the court? Prepare to enter the referee's mind. So here we have an AI referee that's designed by this YouTuber Ayush Pai.
If either wrist of a player is within a certain distance of a basketball within a time threshold, the system will flag the player as holding the basketball.
If it tracks that you have held the ball in your hands and then dribbled it again after that, that means that it's a double dribble. And it works for one hand as well, so if you pick it up with one hand, dribble again, it's a double dribble.
We've talked about how refs can't see where your hand is on the ball. So they just go by the rhythm of your dribbling. If there's an unusually long pause, way longer than you would have for a healthy, then they'll call carry. And if it looks like you have both hands on the ball during that pause, you'll call a double dribble instead. Now let's get to the big question. How do we get away with doing carries and double dribbles? Put our handles on steroids with illegal moves. These principles apply to both. You should make sure you don't break the rhythm of your dribble too much. There shouldn't be any unusually long pauses in between. So how do you make sure of this? You have to be quick. You can't keep your hand under the ball for too long, or palm it, or cuff it, or hold it with both hands. You can't do any of that for too long. Otherwise, you'll break the rhythm of your dribbling and the referee will have time to notice, But Macha, if we have to do it quickly, then how do we sell that extra fake and all? Good question.
For that, you should do it like this.
You got to keep the dribble low. Like below knee height. Because this way the ball travels less, right? So you will be naturally quicker. That way, you can hold the ball a little longer as you carry, as you sell that extra fake, and you still won't be breaking your dribble rhythm by too much.
Like, did you all even notice the carry in this? If not, here it is.
Whether you're doing a normal crossover at hip height without carrying, versus you're doing a crossover at your knee height with carry and selling the fake a little extra, it's going to take about the same amount of time. So unless the ref looks closely, he wouldn't notice it's a carry because there's no difference in rhythm. This is also the reason why if you dribble really high, people will call a carry even if it's not. Like you're dribbling over your shoulder, your hand is on top of the ball, you're not cuffing it. 100% legal, but still people will call carry. The next thing you want to keep in mind is if you're carrying, you don't want to do a really fancy thing which is not possible without carrying. Something that looks that weird will definitely get called. Even if you're not carrying, it might get called. So you want to keep this illegal move very close to a legal move. Like the hezzy. or the Iverson cross. Just use the carry to sell it a little extra. And trust me, that little extra is enough to send defenders flying.
Oh no!
Now of course, this is a generalization and works for most refs. I've used carries to sell fakes many times. Not once have I got called for it. But I can't say for all refs. If your ref is calling the carry or double dribble, just stop doing it. Apart from that, think outside the box and take your handles to that NBA level. Remember, a carry is a carry only if someone calls it.